also taking on. Welcome back to Trey and Tonya's Loveology.
Welcome back.
Everybody's talking about she want to watch the
Sex.
Braxton. You love the Braxtons.
Yeah.
They are hilarious.
We love them.com.
Yes, Tamar, you are a nut girl.
Yes.
But anyway, you're watching Trey and Tonya's Loveology, Season 2, Episode 5. We're going to go right into our last question. It's a doozy. Be ready for this. Not everyone can handle stuff like this. But hey, we discuss it all.
We do. When you send it, we talk about it.
We talk about it. No discrimination. We may not agree, but we talk about it. This is coming from Atlanta, Georgia, right here in our hometown. I'll go ahead and read it because I prefer not to respond to this right now. What do you all think about stud on stud? What does stud on stud mean?
Just finished reading.
Okay. I've had some studs approach me and don't know how to feel about it. I've never been attracted to studs. Wait, I've never had a stud to catch my attention, rather. A lot of studs be ready to cut throats when they are approached by another stud. I just want to know why the hell it's so damn taboo. Both of y'all still have
The JJs.
the JJs. Stop it, princess. You behave yourself. We are taping. The only problem I assume I would have would be for her wearing my clothes and shoes. I don't think I would appreciate that. Bow. Go let her see. Bree's in the house, so she want to go see me. This is crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Bananas. Bree, open the door so she can stop barking. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
This is bananas.
Let me go ahead and talk.
Let me ask the kid first. Come here, Bree. Come here real quick. Yes, let's ask Bree. We're not going to talk about the in-depth stuff. Come on and take a seat real quick. Go on and sit down.
You can let her answer this question.
No. Not answer it, but it's going to be more from a teenage perspective. Introduce yourself to the people.
Who is this? Better not be TNT.
Yes.
Oh my God. That's what happens when you just coming in the house.
Yeah, just go ahead and talk to TNT real quick.
This is our daughter, Brianna. She calls herself Pretty Boy Brazil, but her name is Brianna to me.
Okay, we got a question, Bree. And my question to you is, I'm going to rephrase it a little bit. It's about, would you date a stud?
No.
And why not?
That's like dating another dude.
Okay. And the person asked, why is that such a taboo? This person who sent in the question from Atlanta said, why is that a taboo?
Studs hit on him.
Studs hit on him. Why is it such a problem?
When they both have the
same parts.
He makes a good point. Like, I don't know. It's Atlanta, so people, like, they really judge stud on stud. Or if you go into Florida, two studs holding hands together or something. So
Okay.
I don't.
Is it just because you're being judged, or because that's just not your type? Because it looks like a guy. I mean, you look like a stud now, so you wouldn't date another stud that look like you.
Is it because
It
you're
has
being
to be a
judged by
feminine girl,
society?
or you don't care. I mean,
See, we're getting a younger perspective.
It has
Yeah.
to be a feminine girl. Well,
Why
I
is
mean,
that
I'm a
for
feminine
you?
girl.
Okay. So it's not because you're being judged by society, it's just your preference.
Yeah, just one.
Okay. So if a stud was to catch your attention, do you think you would feel the pressure from society to not date that person?
The pressure, like being judged and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I'm at her shirt say stud.
I know, right?
Stud muffin.
I didn't even notice that.
I know, right?
Okay. All right. Well, cool.
All right, thank you. You can go now.
Call me 678.
By the way, that was the
That's our 17-year-old.
that was a teenage perspective on that question.
Funny.
Look me up on Facebook.
Anyway, go ahead, babe. That's all you.
Okay. You have very good valid points about, that we all have the same parts and why is it such a problem and all of that good stuff. I guess when you portray yourself to be this stud, it's almost like you're portraying yourself to be a man. And, to me, I just don't think, personally, this is only my opinion, because I don't care who date who, whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat, go for it. I guess for me, on the outside looking in, if I happen to see two studs walking down the street holding hands, I will take a double take. I know I shouldn't, because that's being biased and stereotypical of me to do such a thing, and I shouldn't do that. But because I'm not accustomed and used to seeing that, I'm going to automatically take a double take, like, okay, why are those two studs holding hands? And the first thing I'm saying is it doesn't look right. Hell, people, heterosexuals think we don't look right. So it kind of go hand in hand when you say here that we both have a JJ and why it's such a problem, and you know studs have been have hit on you before and tried to get caught your attention, or tried to catch your attention, or you know they never caught your attention rather, but they've hit on you or attracted to you or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know, because there are some studs that they give this look, but then they're very feminine in the bed. That could be it. There are a lot of studs that give a manly look. However, when they go to the bedroom,
can we say dominant? Because a person like me is not trying to be a man.
Well, that's true. They give a very dominant look. I say that. They give a dominant look. And when they get in the bedroom, they become a straight girl. So, I mean, they may just give that appearance, and when they're hitting on you, they feel like you're the one that they attracted to. So, that's why they're hitting on you. Yeah. So, I can't judge that, because I would be wrong to even judge that. When we all are women. At the end of the day, we're all women. And it really is what you're attracted to. If you become attracted to a stud, we cannot knock you for that. I'm sorry, we can't. We just can't.
We can't.
We think it's not a good look, but we can't knock you for that.
Society has created that taboo, and we as individuals are continuing that taboo. Yeah. And, it's like, and it's a taboo that comes from homosexuality. It really is, because we don't say anything if we see two real femme girls together, holding hands, kissing, and all that. We won't say a thing. We don't say anything to that, because in a heterosexual society, that is what they portray. A couple, a lesbian couple is, and men love that in heterosexual. That is accepted in heterosexual society. That's what's in their porn. The girly girl, the lipstick lesbians. They love that. But if they were to see a stud, you shouldn't be drinking water this night. If you were to see a stud and a feminine woman, then they're like, oh, that girl trying to be a man. No, we're not trying to be a man. This is just how we're comfortable with what we look like. I personally, no attraction to stud. I don't get offended if one was to hit on me. I would just kindly tell them, I'm sorry, you're not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. It's not me. But it's almost like gay men hit on me. Yeah, and my baby, he's uncomfortable with that all the time, and it's not an uncomfortable thing where I'm like, don't say, but that's not my cup of tea. And I always say, well, damn, why they hitting on me? But what they see is a boy. Because you giving them male figures, and that's what they like. What they see is a boy, and that's what they have in the best of both worlds. But you ain't gonna have no world here. But I'm just saying, it's to one's own preference. And should it be a taboo? It's actually BS that it is a taboo, because we as homosexuals fight so hard to be accepted, then we shun within our own. And it's unfortunate. And we're not going to sit here and say that we don't do a double take. Like, because the first time, when I first moved here 12 years ago, I went to the club called The Other Side, and that was the first time I've ever seen two studs, and they both had brush cuts, and they were hugged up at the bar kissing, and it freaked me out, because I had never seen that in the gay community. I was like, oh my God, are they really two studs kissing and hugging with brush cuts? Right. And so for me, that just freaked me out, because I had never seen it. Not saying that they weren't happy, they didn't last. I can't judge people. Right. I mean, because I don't want nobody judging me. Exactly. So. I mean, I think, unfortunately, we're taking on the heterosexual mentality in a way sometimes. We really do. We're all guilty of some of these bad stereotypes and double takes and taboos. And, you know, this is why we have this forum, people.
You're right.
So we can discuss things like this and grow and get
And
better
knock
as
these
people.
barriers down, because for real, it's whatever makes you happy, because you never know what you're going to fall in love with.
That's true.
You have no idea.
That's true. That's true. Because she didn't know she was going to find this fine specimen as myself. She didn't.
I didn't.
I'm just playing, baby.
But I love my baby to death.
You know, and she loved me for me. Oh,
I do.
she loved me for me, and I love her for her.
That's right.
It don't matter what you say. I have a question for y'all, and it was posed to us. How do you feel when you've had people in your circle that have damaged your circle, have left or have been removed from your circle, want to come back, put some tape, scotch tape, some duct tape on your circle, and get back in your circle? How do you handle that? Do you just forgive, forget, and move on?
And let them back in?
And let them back in?
Or do you keep it moving because
keep
your
it
circle
moving?
is fine the way it is?
Because you're happy in your space?
And you're happy in your space? Or do you give them the benefit of the doubt? Because some people do say change, and over time people change. But like we said, action speaks louder than words.
Right.
I really not care to hear about you saying it verbally to me. Show me that you changed.
Exactly.
So yeah.
How do you guys feel about that? Because that's a tough pill to swallow.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you rebuild that trust? Can you ever trust them again? Because that knife has been dug so deep in your back that it left a scar.
Literally, really, seriously.
Literally left a scar. You know, I always use the visual for my kids when we talk about my students. When I say kids, when we talk about hurting other people's feelings, we do a big cutout, and it's of a human body. Like one of them lay on the paper and another one sketch it out, because I'm not trying to get in no trouble. They sketch it out themselves. We cut it out, and then we pass that cutout around the room, and each person share when someone has hurt their feeling. And every time someone hurts their feeling, they crumble a part of that paper, and they crumble it. And after however many students goes, we stretch the paper back out. And one thing the students observe is it doesn't matter how much you try to straighten out that cutout,
you still have
those cracks
wrinkles.
and those wrinkles are still there. Think about that, people.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. So that's our question to you for you to ponder until our next time.
Wait, do we have time?
We do have time, darling.
And last but not least, to tag on to the end of this.
Yes.
Some people, I've also heard that you grow up and you mature and you learn to move on from your past, and you're able to tolerate those people again that have hurt you and that were once in your circle that no longer is in your circle. It's not that you don't mature. It's not that you don't grow up. It's that you still feel that pain from when those people hurt your feelings or hurt you, and that's the reason they're no longer in your life. So that's our question to you guys. So now you guys are going to respond to us.
Yes.
Do you forgive? You can't ever forget. We can forgive because we do forgive.
Yes.
Do you allow these people back into your space,
or do you
slowly but gradually, or you leave it where it's at and continue lead different paths?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our question.
So that's our question to you guys, our viewers out there.
We switched that up on y'all real
Yes,
quick.
we did.
Ow, TNT,
So I
baby.
want to see some responses to our question, and we'll read those back on our next episode, and we won't take another month to respond.
We won't. We promise.
We promise we won't. Okay, we can sign off.
We're signing off right now. We keep it nice and sweet. Segments are short. You have watched Trey and Tonya's Loveology, Season 2, Episode 5.
I love you.
I love you more.
Forever.
Forever and always, baby.
Mwah.
And we're out of here.
Peace. Love you guys.